Greetings, Macadine family. This is Kamil Shabazz of Macadine International. And I'm going to go into part 2 of how to choose the right woman. And how to not make the mistakes that you see before you going on all day and all night long. So as I was saying in the last segment of my brief talk with you yesterday, that you must dismiss her case once she has shown herself to be untrustworthy. Because you got to recognize, once she becomes your significant other and you open up the vault of all of your life to her, you give her exclusive power over your life. She is now in a position to make or break you. You know, when I was coming up, one thing they used to say in my old Nation of Islam days is that a woman is necessary, but she is secondary. And when you look into that saying, what it means is that as a man, you must be about the business of building yourself up and fortifying yourself up first, before even dealing with especially the American woman, who has been bred and born from birth to be feministic in her mentality of life itself, being raised to be independent with the mindset of I don't need a man, you know, and you can sleep around with any man and it's okay long as you don't have a ring on your finger. But not realizing that every man that a woman sleeps with and allows a man to ejaculate within her, that man remains within her for the rest of her life. Look up microchimerism, the science of microchimerism. The sperm of other men goes up into a woman's brain and resides there her entire life. So when the scripture used to talk about Jesus and the woman being demon possessed, why is it that that woman was usually a prostitute, a Mary Magdalene? See, demons are nothing, demon is nothing but a way of saying a negative, denatured man. That's all demon means. So you have all these men coming in you and leaving all these demons inside of you, meaning particles of masculinity, of masculine men are inside of women, and causing them to act in all these multiple personalities. Ask any American woman today, who is your other person? Who is your naughty girl? And I guarantee you they'll come up with her name. That bitch, that hoe, that one that goes and does all the slithering things behind closed doors. That's why women lead in what they call dissociative identity disorder, because they have all these men inside of them. In addition to what menstruation does, that changes a woman's brain 25% each month. So you got a mind that's always changing, and here and there and everywhere. And on top of that, she has demons within her, meaning other men who left themselves inside of her. I'm talking today. We talking about these demon-possessed American women. Don't get me started. So, you have women like Rebecca Pope. Sad sister. You know, very sad. No respect for Mr. Pope. She referred to him as a simple man. You know, she used to mess with CEOs, movers and shakers. But she settled down to Mr. Pope, the beta male, who's on his cast talking about beta males, praising beta males, and there's nothing wrong with being a beta male. See that? That's the type of man that the woman really wants in America. A simp, a broke down, broke back mountain dude. So I say to all them sisters, especially in the age of Miss Pope, everywhere you go in the hood, there are 100 Miss Popes in the Elks, shaking their asses with wigs on and makeup on, trying to recapture their youth. They remind me of old vintage cars, you know, in the lots being sold at $2,500. You know, it's sad. And at my age, I mean, when you're in shape, you got your teeth, you're in, you know, you got it going on to a degree, you have to beat those women off of you. Because the average 45 and 50-year-old man in America is broke down. He has sexual problems. He has diabetes, high blood pressure. He eats the wrong foods and thinks the wrong thoughts. So he's out of pocket. She's either a widow or her man is so broke down he might as well be dead. So women like Miss Pope are like in abundance, sadly in abundance. Sadly. So after she got ran through by these CEOs, she settled for Mr. Pope. A simp. And that's what they do. You know, they hold on to what little beauty they have left, and they got to add on to it with a bunch of makeup and fake hair. But when they take that stuff off and take that dress off and come out the bathroom and turn the lights off, that's what they want to do, and slip into the bed. And you know what else happens after that, but they want the lights off. Like Kim Whitley said, and this is very important. This is the psychology of these women. Kim Whitley said to these sisters, don't take your wig off until you make them fall in love with you. And that was a powerful statement. Don't take your wig off until they fall in love with you. Why not? Because you don't even believe that you're beautiful. So you know he's not going to believe you're beautiful. I remember my brother about a year ago, he had met this sister that was a bus driver. And he was bragging about her. Oh, she's bad. Oh, this and that. And, you know, they started seeing each other. And, you know, every time they saw each other, they were having, you know, intimacy. And, but she was always made up. So one Saturday morning, he was in her neighborhood, and he called her up and asked could he just come by and give her a hug and say hello. And when she opened the door, he said he almost fainted. he told her I'll be right back. And he called me. He said, man, he forwarded me the picture of her. And he said, bro, I hate this bitch. You know, this bitch deceived me. She looked like a straight man. Wig off, makeup off. He felt totally punked. And this is how brothers feel. You know, who wants a woman that has to make up a face? Who wants a woman that has to make up a face to be attractive? You got everything on you fake, but you want a real man. I don't understand that. That does not register with me. Because you can't be fake and want the real. You got to be the equivalent to that which it is that you want. Be what it is that you want first. That's the key. But brothers, during the honeymoon phase of a relationship, once she passes the shit test and all the other things that goes on in the earlier stages of a relationship, and you find her to be trustworthy, that's a great thing. But how you know she's the right woman for you is when you and her can produce together beyond producing a child. Because the real reason that men and women come together is for the purpose of creation. Because man and woman together represents what they call God. We complete the cipher when we're together. And that's why they divide men and women of all cultures. It doesn't matter. America is designed to destroy men and destroy the household. The goal of the Black Lives Matter is to destroy the nuclear family. Excuse me, I'm getting tongue-tied because I'm excited. They're trying to destroy the nuclear family. This is a lesbian-led organization. It's not for us. And all the major black leaders in that organization have gotten murdered. Because the purpose of it is to destroy masculinity in every facet of the black community. Men need to abandon religion. I don't care if it's Islam, Christianity, Imhotep. Abandon it. All of it equals slavery, especially to black men. Not realizing that all religions were worshiping us anyway. How the hell are you going to reduce yourself to going to one of your children and bowing down to the shit that they created? Which is another subject. I don't care, brothers, how professional a woman looks when you meet her. I don't care about, and you should never care about her money and her occupation. Because as that beautiful pair, that cinematic pair, their name is Akil and Mara Brock, as they illustrated in the show that they created named Mary Jane, ironically starring Gabrielle Union, they illustrated what the black professional woman goes through. You might be like Oprah and make it big, but you got skeletons in your closet. And like Mary Jane, you have all kinds of personal issues. You can't keep a man. You're really a private hoe, an undercover hoe. You have issues. Your profession does not make you. I don't care what you are, sister. As it doesn't matter what a man is. Your high value depends on your mindset. How you feel and think about yourself. And your success depends upon you setting goals and accomplishing them. That's what success equals. Setting goals and accomplishing them. That's all success is. Success doesn't mean you're a billionaire or a multi-millionaire. Because most of them have social problems that you can't even fathom. They can't keep a marriage. They can't keep a woman. They can't keep their family intact. Most rich men are lost. That's why suicide among the rich is so high. Because money doesn't make the man. Never has and never will. That's why they lose their women, to the man that cleans the pool. The lawnmower man is banging your rich wife. None of that matters. So when choosing the right woman, you got to be able to trust her. And when you know that she's right for you, you'll know it because you come together and you create. Everything y'all touch turns to gold. But brothers, you cannot even think about dealing with a sister until you have at least a plan. See, a man is not a man until he has a vision first. See, and most women don't care about what you got. They want to know where you're going. What vision do you have? What 5-year plan do you have? What vision do you have for your life and your progeny? Her hypergamous nature is for her salvation and for her and her lineage to survive as well. So you can't knock the sisters for wanting at least a good quality man. They don't want a man that's rich, but he's a perv. He's a pedophile. He's a down low brother. They don't want that. And they shouldn't have to settle for that. And in the Macadine, we're totally against that. Hell with money. You got money, which is M-O-N, which stands for mind. Mon means mine. That's where your wealth is at, in the gold mine. Come on, let's wake up. First and foremost, let's get ourselves right. Choose yourself first, brothers. Choose to be your greatest self first. And as you create that internal magnetism, you will gravitate them to you. They will choose you, as it always happens. They choose us. But the bottom line is, you got to have a lot to choose from. That's us. We got a lot that come to us. We draw many to us. We're the choosers. The ultimate choosers. They're the initial choosers. More later. In peace.